Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Well, for San Antonio, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And Draymond Green in the lineup, one of the most entertaining, energetic players in the league, Shaq.
When you factor in the impact he's had defensively, Ernie, you really start to see his value. You know, Golden State has a championship, and this guy is a main factor for them having the championship.
I don't think you can find another player at his position that does what he does. You know, very few guys can play 4 positions from the power forward position, and then guard center. So actually, he's playing 5 positions, Ernie. That's right. Every single position on the court, he's able to play.
And with tip-off fast approaching. We send you courtside. Kevin Harlan, he's got the call.
For a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
Kevin, I'll tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand here today.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, few people saw it coming, but Stephen Curry has claimed the mantle as the league's best player. Draymond Green said it was the way Curry came back even better last season that solidified it. He said everything in basketball is usually a year behind. You've got to see it again to really believe it and get confident enough to say it. Kevin?
His teammates know firsthand what an impact he makes, David. Thank you. And both of these sides, Steve, with some fantastic forwards on the roster. I imagine we'll be seeing them go right at each other in this one.
You know, the forward position is interesting. You got to do a little banging. You got to defend. You got to score. I know all positions.
You got to play out a little bit on the perimeter.
And you got to switch.
Yep.
That's one of those positions you do a lot, but it ultimately comes down to you can control the paint with their physicality.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Curry's now in at the 5.
The wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over. You think of Paul Gasol, you think of offense, but he's an elite rebounder. Averages almost a double-double per game in his career, and is one of the smartest rebounders in the league because of positioning.
Now here's Curry, turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Parker with pass to Leonard. Green with the rebound. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Thunder.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling. Well, at the end of the day, these guys are professionals. They are used to going on the road and finding a way to get it done.
Here's Parker, following the basket by Draymond Green. And it's Leonard again missing. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Curry against Parker. Outside Durant. There's the dish to Green. No good on the 3. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gasol kicks to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Goes up on the high post. Yep, that one goes in there.
guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Parker. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. The Spurs have shot just one free throw early, 1 for 1 in the game. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
He was usually very consistent at the line. You expect him to make everything from there now.
Here's Curry. And so it looks like the Warriors will take possession here. Aldridge against Green. Outside Durant. Here's Varejao. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Varejao's got his first 2 points of the night. Aldridge a screen. Parker against Green. Unloads from 9, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, the confidence is exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit. Team chemistry goes a long way in terms of overall team success, and this group exudes that every game.
Curry against Parker. Picked by Varejao. Curry can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 3. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Parker kicks to Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 6 points for Aldridge. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Durant. He had a big outing in that Timberwolves game as well. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Out to the right wing. Shoots. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Although it is a clear cut that Curry is the best player in the game right now, he certainly has the best case. Back-to-back MVPs, and Steve, the impact he has on the court is just peerless.
You can throw other names in as well, but Curry and his back-to-back MVPs puts him in elite company. He is quickly rising on the all-time greatest players list. He's earned it, and he has transformed the art of the shoot.
Aldridge's shot is good.
When he's that close inside and the defender has given up that much height, it's over.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. Dives for it. Gasol picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Aldridge.
He hasn't been nearly as effective a passer these past few months, and that's unfortunate because when he's passing it well and the assists are coming, he is a much more complete player. It's something he has to be thinking about.
Curry against Parker. Now Durant. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the wide open shot from Green. They get the rebound. Outside for Curry. Back to Varejao. Varejao missing again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Leonard missing. Warriors trail by 5. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Varejao. Again, the miss by Varejao.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Back to Parker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Parker's got his first points of the night.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And so much of the modern offense, Steve, comes from players creating chances for the shooters on this team. Who do you think are the best Playmakers right now in the NBA.
I think Chris Paul. I think Rondo is very good. Yeah, Steph. John Wall has done a nice job being able to become more of a traditional point guard who can score. Some other minds that come to mind. Ricky Rubio is kind of a pass-first point guard. So there are some guys that can get out and really play that point guard position.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the Warriors a very good defensive team, Steve, whether they're playing big or going small.
A reason why they have intelligent guys that know how to play the game of basketball on the defensive end. They switch a lot, they get their hands in the passing lane, and they are great communicators.
San Antonio leading by 9. Aldridge's screen. Parker passes to Aldridge. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Green dishes to Parker. Shot off the screen. Rebound by Anderson Varejao. Varejão's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Curry kicks to Varejao, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Stephen Curry. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, putting up 26 points per, 6 assists, and over 2.5 steals. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Thompson. The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
You know, you talk about coaching trees. Steve Kerr in his first 2 years already has had 2 assistants, grabbed 2 head coaching jobs, and him himself, he coached under the best in the business.
Curry's shot is good.
He is very comfortable in taking mid-range jump shots also.
And here is Parker. Aldridge is straight. Parker outside. From in close. In deep. Aldridge pops it in. Aldridge has got 10 points in the game. With the Kerr coaching tree, you're also talking about some big names like Alvin Gentry and Luke Walton. They're assistants that have moved to head coaching roles after their stint with Kerr.
Just fantastic for Steve Kerr to understand is if we keep winning, you're going to keep losing assistants. But you know what? They're winning, and that's the nature of the business. I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Warriors trail by 11. Curry passes to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shots are just flowing. Him right now having a really strong quarter.
Parker with now Green defending. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Shoots in deep. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 12 points for Aldridge.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today. Who knows how big this league could end up being by the end of the first half. It could be huge.
Now here's Thompson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Minnesota.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game. Just a major presence on the game.
Dropping 2 in. And it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. Gasol with the steal. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
David West is checked in for the Warriors.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. Parker outside. leverage a screen. Green against Parker. Kicks to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. A jump hook. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now, here's Curry, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Thompson with the bucket.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Leonard attacking. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 9. Passes it to Green. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's been an ascension to stardom for Draymond Green the last few seasons. Gone from role player to starter to superstar, all-star in a very short time span.
You just scratch your head how Green was taken in the 2nd round of the draft. So many different teams passed up on a guy who played extremely well at the college level. He has the skills and mentality to be a force in this league for a long time. Many argue he's already a top 10 player in the game. And his defense, that might be the #1 thing he does that separates him.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close. And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Leonard against West. Outside Leonard. Got it off in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Their defense has been a huge factor today. They are just batting away everything in their sights.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. West out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. San Antonio leading by 19 points. Parker outside. Down low. Here's Aldridge. And good. Nothing as that time as it falls. Aldridge has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Spurs. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for the Warriors.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
Parker outside. Gasol screen. Ginobili outside. 9 feet out. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the middle. And it's Green slapping it down.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Tony Parker is in his 16th season in the NBA, and he says, if I'm healthy, hopefully I can play 20 seasons, and then I'll be ready to retire. My time will come soon, but I want to enjoy my last years in the NBA. Evan, he said he obviously wants to finish his career as a Spur.
Thanks to you, that's so rare in any sport nowadays to spend your whole career with one team. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Parker outside, lets it go from deep. That one, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. They host the 76ers after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the dunk by Aldridge.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
And defensively, Steve, these days more and more teams are looking to switch screen rolls. Why is that?
Because of the new rules, Kevin. I mean, you look at it now, defenses can play a little bit of a zone. I think back in the day, imagine me switching out on Shaq. He'll go right into the box, and you couldn't have a guy come over unless he had the basketball. But right now, you can play more of a zone. So if teams who have multiple guys that can switch and defend multiple positions, they have an advantage.
Well, that's the thing that these teams want to get now. These players that are versatile play 3-4 positions sometimes, so they can do just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, you have guys like Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5. That just has to be a luxury.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
LeBron, another one.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guard all 5 positions.
You got everything.
Parker dishes to Leonard. From down low. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Golden State. For San Antonio, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Livingston kicks to Thompson. Inside leader, rejected by Gasol. Here's West, finds himself wide open and drills it. West has got his first basket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Leonard. That shot missing. Durant with some nice D. Outside, Green. To the paint. It's deflected. Gasol with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. They have a chance for another one at the stripe.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for David West.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Durant kicks to Varejau. Back to Durant. At the elbow, Green. 5 on the clock, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
And the passing from Green doesn't just look for his shot, wanting to get his guys involved on every possession.
Parker up top. He's covered by Livingston. Parker kicks to Leonard. Unloads from 9 and drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 5 here tonight. Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Thompson passes to Livingston. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
A beautiful bucket from Livingston. He is very skilled at draining shots under pressure.
Pass to Leonard. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Connects from three-point range. The Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Feeds to Verajao. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Anderson Varejao is now a vet, but he takes the role as an energy player off the bench. He can still rebound, he can still defend, and he gives you those short bursts now as a reserve.
And Stevenson's checked in for San Antonio. Parker with it. Here's Leonard, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And for Verajao, Steve, his game is still very well-rounded. Exactly what you want as an option off the bench.
Well, first of all, we know he can rebound the basketball, but what Anderson Varejao brings to a team is energy. A smart player does the little things for his team.
Livingston dishes to Durant. Now, here's Livingston. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Good defense, better offense. Durant more than capable of burying shots with a hand in his face.
Back to Parker. Leonard against Durant. Leonard draws the double. Parker kicks to Stevenson. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Green, the pass to Verajao. On the wing, Green. Verajao with a screen on Aldridge. And Verajao, the bucket on the assist by Green. 6 points for Anderson Varejao.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Leonard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Smitty, we have a question sent by one of our viewers. This is from Quinn up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He asked, they were wondering what you'd like to do in the offseason to decompress from basketball, to get away from it.
Physically, I like to do a little yoga, like to swim, and I think something challenging. I love to play golf because that humbles me. I'm still not good at it, Kevin, but I keep going at it.
And you have fun doing it.
I do. I have a lot of fun. You know why? No scorecard. Not at all.
But once a competitor, always, right? You can't lose that edge.
No, not at all. So that's the one thing I like about it. It's me versus the ball versus the hole, and they're winning right now.
Iguodala against Ginobili. Outside Aldridge. The feed to Leonard. San Antonio again missing. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. 2 points. That one goes. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
That basket doesn't happen without the hustle from Thompson there in transition. He is a beast at finishing fast break chances.
Leonard with a screen on Curry. Ginobili against Curry. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. Second, Stephen Curry.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
We all know that Iguodala does more than what shows up in the box score. But you can't overstate how important that is to a team. Executes all the little plays, Steve. Things you need, and then it shows up in big moments.
Andre Iguodala is one of those players, whatever you need, you said it best. But clutch plays down the stretch. And he's also one of those guys that you love to have in the locker room for other guys to learn from. He keeps things very jovial and light for his team. But he's a guy that when it's time to play, the prankster in him goes away when he gets on the court.
Good as Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Just an exceptional job by Iggy, imposing his will down inside with his strong frame.
Ginobili kicks to Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 26 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It wouldn't be the first time. He's a closer, a player who loves to slam the door shut.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Curry with the 3.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Okay, his shot isn't there tonight. It's a major reason why they're behind. He needs to start sharing the basketball.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Curry with the steal. From deep. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Stephen Curry shooting 3 is like a layup.
Ginobili with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Outside Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. No good off the front iron. Green inside the 3-point line. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The Spurs lead by 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. What did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. That's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be. So something's got to give somewhere.
Bob, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. And we'll go to Kenny first. What you see out there?
Well, they're making a living at the line, and that's a direct result of being aggressive. They're not just settling for shots that the defense offers them. They're attacking the defense and drawing fouls. That's big-time basketball, and obviously it's led to a big-time lead.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He was brilliant in how he distributed the basketball, and he got his teammates rolling as a result.
Leonard and Aldridge, the 2 stars at the 3 and the 4. And Stevenson is out there with Ginobili. And it's Gasol at the center, locking down the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him
with a screen for Curry. Iguodala wide open. And it's Iguodala again missing. San Antonio leading by 22.
And the continuity for the Spurs, really, it's pretty amazing. I mean, that trio of Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan, the most successful trio in the history of the NBA.
Here's Gasol, and another basket for San Antonio.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
Verjao with a screen on Stevenson. It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. And for the Spurs, their star players have all taken less, Greg, in free agency in order to stay in San Antonio.
Yes, earning bigger markets and bigger paychecks. It's a family atmosphere in the Spurs organization. It's rare to see a single player start and finish his career with one team, much less 3 teammates.
Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
He just looks uncomfortable offensively, really over the course of the whole game, and is killing his team.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. A pass to Leonard. Baseline try, and Curry pulls it down. The Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Verjao is setting the pick for Curry. Again, Curry missing.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Stevenson outside. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Curry dishes to Thompson. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Superb body control by Thompson. Even when he gets hit a little, he doesn't lose his concentration.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen the Warriors become a powerhouse franchise, but sometimes great teams can overlook opponents. Coach Kerr takes a cue from Greg Popovich and talks about what he calls appropriate fear. Draymond Green explained, you're not going to be scared or back down from anyone, but have appropriate fear, which just means respect them. Respect that they can beat you. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. It's always about focus. Curry against Ginobili. He feeds it to Leonard. Back to Ginobili. From deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ginobili's got 6.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, going into the 2011 draft, the Spurs said it was a tough decision to trade away George Hill in exchange for the pick that became Kawhi Leonard. No remorse on that one now, though. Once again, the Spurs struck gold as Kawhi has developed into a true superstar.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Kevin Durant's checked in for Verjao. Pondexter comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Green, the pass to Curry. To the wing on the left. Pondexter from outside. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 11 rebounds. In the game. And with Kawhi Leonard, who is high school Mr. California basketball, interesting to look, Greg, at all the things he's done. Looking back and realize he was only lightly recruited coming out of high school.
Yeah, and he committed early to San Diego State and stuck with them once the bigger schools came calling. The ankles were an issue. I think that might have caused his draft stock stock to fall a bit in 2011. Only ended up going 15th in that draft, but in hindsight, probably the best player from that class.
And that one, good.
Keeping his team in the driver's seat. He's been unstoppable over the last stretch.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Curry. He's got 10. Outside Durant. Fires from the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Durant's got 6.
Maybe the most deadly mid-range scorer in the league. Kevin Durant, one of the few players who could live off those if he wanted to.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Nobody near Parker. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 6 points for Parker.
Right now he's being too passive and not looking for his shot enough. He needs to be more aggressive and get more shots up because he's shooting well.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. He kicks it to Leonard. Back to Parker. Here's Robertson. The Warriors pull it in. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Now Parker, he's got 6. Stevenson dishes to Leonard. 11 feet away, out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt. With 23,924 rebounds, his name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And guys, I don't think there will ever be another player that will dominate their position like Wilt Chamberlain did. And it's those rebounding numbers that paint the picture the most clearly. I mean, Wilt averaged almost 20 rebounds a game. Not just over a season, folks, over the course of his entire career. 11 rebounding titles, and his career total just shy of 24,000. Nobody in the modern era has even come close to that. And Parker just so smart about knowing when to take three-pointers. A lot of confidence from him there, seeking the outside shot.
Durant for 3. Warriors the rebound. Here's West. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
Livingston kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Durant. Back to Curry. Picked by West. This one for 3. Curry can't get it to go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Dishes it to Bondexter. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Spurs leading by 23. Parker kicks to Stevenson. From outside the arc, Parker's shot is off. Warriors shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. It's Curry outside. He goes up again. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Second chance shot, and a little luck that time, but it drops. 6 points for David West. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. A nice shot by Gasol.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Here's Leonard. They get it back. Gasol passes to Roberson. Stevenson kicks to Parker. 1:30 left in the third. A three. A three-pointer is right on target. Parker's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Spurs. To the inside. Here's West. Rejected by Gasol. Down low. Stolen by Durant. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Tries to save it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Parker against Curry. Parker kicks to Leonard. Right wing. Gasol wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Curry outside. A shot that time, not on target. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Parker dishes to Stevenson. Parker passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Stevenson with a clean look. Gasol kicks to Roberson. Pass to Parker. West against Gasol. Tries again. And off the glass. That one's good. Gasol's got 6 in the quarter.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
And at the end of the third quarter, now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Quincy Pondexter. West out there with Anderson Varejao. And there's Livingston. And it's McCaw in at the 2.
No defensive pressure. That's a three-point attempt. He loved to have that.
There's the dish to Pondexter. Pass to McCaw. Kicks to Pondexter. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Smitty, the replay system becoming more and more a factor for NBA officiating these days. What do you think of the way it's playing out?
You know, I like it, Kevin. The only part I have a problem with is how much time is taking. I think they can get to an answer quickly. I'd be okay with it.
So you think it's slowing down the game unnecessarily?
Yeah, I think so a little bit. On certain plays, it's obvious what the call is. I think they got to get right to it.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance.
Aldridge's shot is good.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
He has buried every good look today. And I think down the stretch, he'll be huge as well.
Now, here's Livingston. He's covered by Ginobili. Rejected by Gasol.
And they only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Aldridge slams it in.
Isn't any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pick by Varejao. McCaw, the pass to Varejao. 18 feet out. Livingston, that's good.
Everybody talks about the three ball, but Sean Livingston understands his game. The mid-range game, he's a master at it.
Aldridge, this is to Ginobili. Aldridge is straight. The outside leaner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Livingston kicks it to West. There's a screen. Pass to McCaw. In the corner, it's Pondexter. Feeds it to Verajao. And here's Livingston. Rebound, San Antonio. Aldridge has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Ginobili the pass to Aldridge. Ginobili up top, defended by West. Pulls up. Verajao grabs the board. Verajao's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. McCaw, the pass to West, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You've hit a lot of clutch shots in your career. What is it that allows certain players to remain cool and collected when their shot can decide the outcome of a game?
You know, a lot of guys talk about it. You can't let the game speed you up. And you can see some young guys and some veterans. They catch the basketball and their mind is starting to go faster. Really, on clutch shot, you really have to make the game slow down.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And down to the basket, he is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's going to be Aldridge shooting. They get Andre Iguodala. And with new owners, a new commissioner, the NBA has been more proactive than ever at looking at ways, Steve, to tweak the game to make it better. Any other changes you'd like to see made? Any other momentum-making moves that would continue to push the game in the direction that you'd like to see?
You know, a couple things come to mind, Kevin. I think limit back-to-backs. I think for also these guys playing so many games, traveling so much, I think if we can limit those back-to-backs, maybe it would help out in the injuries. And I think also have longer training camps so they can stay healthy.
A nice shot by Holden.
There's something to be said about putting a team on your back, trying to will it to victory. This scoring has been phenomenal this quarter.
Here's Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Ginobili dishes to Stevenson. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
West, that's good.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Ginobili with the ball. Here's Aldridge. Nails the baby hook. Aldridge has got 33 points.
Can you believe this? The defense has no answers. He's been unconscious this quarter.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Here's McCaw. Off target with his 3. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Livingston. Drops in the breakaway layup. Livingston's got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic effort from Sean Livingston on the defensive end. Hands active, coming away with a steal, and finishing at the rim.
It's Aldridge penetrating. It's tipped. It's stolen by Livingston. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Livingston.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
Great defense resulting to immediate points. Head up, and as soon as he gets it, the ball is gone.
Gasol, no good.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
That's tipped. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Green. Back to Ginobili. The feed to Stevenson. Over in the corner, Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pondexter kicks to Iguodala. Goes up at the stripe. Another miss by Iguodala.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Aldridge inside. He's covered by Iguodala. Offensive rebound. Green kicks to Aldridge. Over Iguodala. On the money from 12 feet away. And that's now 35 points for Aldridge.
He's been on target all night, and that's helped the whole team.
Livingston. Well, it's one of the most fascinating developments in professional sports over the last decade. Steve, how do you think social media has impacted how NBA players carry themselves?
A lot of ways, Kevin. It has gotten a lot of players in trouble. I think also it's taken away a lot of freedom. Everywhere you go, there's cameras there. But I think also in some ways it's built a lot of these guys' brands because they have millions and millions of followers. And sometimes that can change into dollars.
You know what I envision after a game, guys leaving the floor, going to the locker room, and the first thing they do is pick up their phone and look at social media to see what fans are saying about the game and more specifically about the way they were individually playing.
And Kevin, you're totally right. And I think sometimes you got to just disconnect from what people are saying about you, whatever is good or bad. That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide open shot.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Pondexter kicks it to West. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Gasol. Stevenson passes to Aldridge. And that one, good. Aldridge has got 17 now, just in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
West with a wide open look, and it's West again missing.
And that's the shot he has to take.
You just can't pass up wide open looks. You must shoot it.
Gasol's in the post. West on him. Shoots from 8, and it's Gasol with the bucket inside. Gasol's got 19 points.
And with Gasol, he feels comfortable shooting from any area of the court. If you give him space, he'll torch you.
Pondexter kicks to Iguodala. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. It's West with the drive. Rejected by Gasol.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad. And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Gasol.
This may sound like an overstatement, but it's really not. He controlled this game with his rebounding. This has turned into a runaway largely because of the work he did on the glass.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets it go from 11. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Livingston. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, pal. Congrats on the win. How satisfied are you with the way you guys play?
We're satisfied just because we got another great win. And the way we've been playing lately, I think it's just been great, and we just got to keep the momentum going.
All right, pal. Great win tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Pau Gasol. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
Listen, he shot lights out from the floor, and not by accident. The job he did to find the open shots, get high percentage looks, was fantastic. When he got those open looks, he don't miss, baby. He do not miss.
Well, when Pau Gasol decides to take the game over like he did tonight, he owns the low post. Because two things have to happen. If you play him single coverage, he scores on you in the low post. If you double team him, he's a great passer, a complete ownership of the paint.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great, see you.
Good night.